jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back
Once again, you're tuned in to World Combat Sports. A big salute to the supporters as always, man. One love to y'all. Appreciate you pulling up. If you in the building today, hit the like button. And show that genuine love, the one that, resonates to others who just passing by and say, oh, let me check this out. And, they see others who dropped in and hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple, man. I shouldn't even be telling y'all. Y'all know what it is. It's official over here at WCS. It's been official for a minute. You're looking at the thumbnail, right? Man, you already know what type of chaos is about to happen over here. I have to speak on the situation. All right? We have to speak on the situation. We have a situation that's going on at 135-pound lightweight division. We have a situation that was once considering Ryan Garcia to be the Fab Five of the lightweight division. For real. This was at the time where they were saying Ryan Garcia was in the Fab Five, and he was actually in front of Devin Haney. Y'all remember that, right? Well, they was talking about, okay, Devin Haney has the WBC belt. He was going through a firestorm with the WBC, Mauricio Suleiman. Wasn't really handing him his respect. You know what I'm saying? The right way. The respect didn't come in the form of flowers, whether it be red, white, yellow. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't getting his respect as WBC world champion. So Ryan Garcia was rated higher, and his resume didn't even reflect it either. People have set up here and said Ryan Garcia is the next best, right? But yet, I'm just going to use a comparison, but yet, when I look at a fighter like, that just happened, like outside, when you look at the way Devin Haney handled Kambosos, you know what I'm saying? You look at how Gervonta Davis took out Rolly Romero. You look at how Terrence Crawford makes it easy. You know what I'm saying? Makes it easy. Has all stoppages at welterweight. If you look at how quickly Teofimo Lopez rise to the championship pinnacle with Comey, and then consummate that and shut down all doubters and defeated Lomachenko. And then even recently, even though he's still building, James, he went in there and beat an older Sor Rungvisai, but it's the way, it's the way he danced. It's the way he moved in movement. You know what I'm saying? He looked very smooth. Smoother than any fight I've seen of Mikey Garcia. And thank God Mikey Garcia has, some stock in the game or skin in the game when it comes to Bam Rodriguez. But Ryan Garcia, when it comes to the lightweight division and comparing him to the big names like the Devin Haneys, right? Because T.O. moved up. You have the Devin Haney's, Gervonta Davis. You have the Vasil Lomachenko, who's still in the building. And then from there, it gets a little tight. We can't put Frank Martin up there just yet, just because he called out Devin Haney. We can't do that. We can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So we take the Devin Haney, we take the Javante, we take the Vasil Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? And then we would have, put the Teofimo Lopez and then the Ryan Garcia. And then, we kind of look at, okay, who's what, when, how. Who can we damn consider next? Now would be Esau Cruz. You feel me? Even though he has one loss, they'll throw Esau Cruz in there. Okay? So I'm looking at Ryan Garcia like, dude, you just went the distance with a guy who had one loss. Yes, sir. But he really wasn't even considered anything of a threat in Emmanuel Tago. He really wasn't considered a threat. Let me get to this. IB on deck with it. What's good there, IB? Salute to you, WCS. What's up, player? What's up? What's good with you? Alexander on deck. What up, WCS? What's good at Alexander? He said Tank gonna F Ryan up. The Dev versus Tank. I don't know who wins, my honest opinion. I'm gonna get to that too, because that's they trying to crack that open like a head of lettuce. So Ryan Garcia was heralded as one of the Fab Five in the lightweight division. All right. At this point in time, Ron is 22 victories in, 0 defeats, and 18 knockouts. His fight last year, January 2021, he fought the Olympian, the best opponent on his resume to date, Luke Campbell. He fought Luke Campbell. Now, for a minute, the fight was okay. It was a bit banal, but it picked up the pace a little bit. And we were saying to ourselves, like, okay, cool. This might turn into something special. And it did. When Luke Campbell connected with that left hand, blow, sent Ryan Garcia to the canvas. Ryan Garcia crumbled to the canvas on his right side. At that moment, he knew he had fucked up. At that moment, Ryan Garcia knew he had fucked up. He got up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what took place. I don't know what words were exchanged. I don't know the damn deal. But all of a sudden, when the referee called action or fight, Luke Campbell want to just automatically act like he has that Ugas-itis. He stops fighting. He came down with the Ugas-itis. He stopped fighting, y'all. Luke Campbell could not throw a punch no more. He backed up against the ropes after dropping Garcia. Look, I'm going to tell you buffoonery in this shit. This is the man who went the distance with Lomachenko after being dropped. See, I just spreaded that on there, nice and thin, not too much. And let that sit. Let that sit for a minute. I don't want it to sit to the point where it gets soggy. But I'm just saying, Luke Campbell went the distance with Lomachenko after being dropped. I repeat, Luke Campbell went the distance with Vasil Lomachenko. Lomachenko dropped him in the 11th round, and he got up to finish the fight. When he dropped Ryan Garcia, when Ryan Garcia was able to continue, Campbell retreated back to the ropes and allowed Ryan just to come in because he had the Ugas-itis. After determining with the prognosis that he had the Ugas-itis, Luke Campbell was down. A lot of boxing fans, we was like puzzled. We was like, well, how in the hell that you going down like that? Like, you was just winning the fight. You was just winning. You had Garcia. Look, you had Garcia. Listen, you had Garcia in a predicament. You had Garcia in a predicament. Garcia just stopped fighting. Let him pack on, do what he wanted to do, pack on damn momentum. build that shit back up, confusing the hell out of the fans that was watching. And we trying to say to ourselves, damn, Ryan Garcia overrated this shit. He overrated than a motherfucker. He is overrated. But then people was like, oh, Luke Campbell, he's that dude. He's the Olympian. He's legit. He's certified, man. Give him his props. He's certified. But I'm looking at, why did he stop boxing after that? How can he automatically come down with an acute symptom of uveitis, where he act like he couldn't put Ryan Garcia away? He goes on to stop Ryan Garcia. I mean, he goes on to stop Luke Campbell. Because Luke was just having him come in and doing what the fuck he wanted to do. He ended up stopping him. He goes up there to post-fight and starts saying, oh, God, you know what? I said to myself, wow, I just got dropped. I was like, dude, gee willikers. That's how it feels when you get dropped. Oh, man. I just felt so goofy in there. But it's okay. I ended up winning the fight. And the fight fans really let that dude get away with that shit. Like, he got his ass dropped where he was on his right shoulder. That shit was legitimate on his right shoulder. So he gets back up. You know, Luke Campbell allowed him to just go to work. And then, you know, in the fight, he gets stopped, right? So I'm looking at it like this. Emmanuel Tagoe was not a guy or a name that should have seen the final bell with a Ryan Garcia. Because Ryan Garcia had just came off stopping an Olympian like Luke Campbell. Easily we can sit up here and say Emmanuel Tagoe is not going to be able to hang in there. Even though with one loss, he's not going to hang in there with a freaking Ryan Garcia, because Ryan just stopped an Olympian Luke Campbell. You know what I'm saying? He just stopped a southpaw. He just stopped a man who went the distance with Lomachenko, man. You know, all this is not adding up with Garcia. Like, he just stopped the guy who went the distance with Lomachenko after being dropped. That means Luke Campbell had the desire and motivation to continue the fight and make it to the final bell. And it was a pretty good damn fight. Like, the Luke Campbell Vasil Lomachenko fight was much better than the fight that we seen between Luke Campbell and Ryan Garcia. Period. It was a way better fight. Now, what we was looking at while we were collecting data from our living room was to see, since Ryan Garcia has transferred over to Joe Goosen, we was attempting to assess, has he pretty much polished up those areas, those rough edges of his skill set. And one of them was flying the kite. Okay? One of those areas was flying the kite. Ryan Garcia has a bad habit of flying the kite with his chin. You know, he's looking up into the air and you know, he's just throwing punches, and we're like, damn, that chin needs to be tucked, or else somebody's gonna send that lightning real quick. He has a bad habit of flying the kite, man. He has a bad habit of being predictable with the lead left hook. You know, he's flat-footed. He truly believes that he's one of the hardest hitters in boxing. And we've yet to see that consistently. You know, when he knocked out Luke Campbell, the smart advisors, you know what I'm saying, the ones who was tuning in understood that, man, some bullshit is going on right here. But when he fought Emmanuel Tagoe, we was like, man, this fight just not living up to the hype, man. Like, Ryan Garcia, he's possibly overrated. And the reason why I'm saying, you know, that there's a lot of goofiness going on with this is because at one point in time, Ryan Garcia was pretty much retreating away from Rolly Romero. Okay. And y'all notice I didn't put Rolly Romero in the Fab Five because he never really earned a position to really be in the Fab 10. But Rolly Romero was showing up to Ryan Garcia fights, challenging him, talking shit, calling him out, everything. And Daffy Duck, okay, Daffy Duck, Ryan Garcia chose to recently make a 20,000 bet, $20,000 bet. Now, I must help you with a little information that I just skipped over. And I wasn't trying to bring it up because I'm trying to get past it, because Ryan said he has gotten past it and he's mentally ready for this fight with Javier Fortuna, and he's feeling good. But at that point in time, Ryan Garcia was saying, you know, from his actions of ducking, that he had mental issues and everything like that. Now, this man wouldn't fight Devin Haney. He wouldn't fight Gervonta Davis. He wouldn't fight Javier Fortuna. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to have a phantom fight with Manny Pacquiao. None of those fights materialized at all. None of them. None of them. This dude is absolutely the laughing stock. It was so bad when he wouldn't fight Devin Haney that, he sat up there while Haney was in the ring and trying to get the fight. He said, yeah, Haney's my boy, but I want Gervonta Davis. So if you are on that stage behind the mic and you choose to damn show out, you have to own up to that action. And Ryan Garcia didn't own up to it, man. He called out Gervonta Tank Davis, man, and he ducked him. He pulled out of the fucking fight. Leonard Ellaby was saying, like, man, he talking bullshit. He never sent us anything. He never did this. He never did that. He didn't want the fight. But then he come off a win, going to unanimous decision over Tago, still looking, a bit novice in the way he delegate his boxing authority in there. He looks like a tyro, for real, in a lot of areas of his skill set, right? So he's arguing with Leonard Ellaby, trying, he know the cameras are looking. He's up there acting like he bad. His brother's up there being a little younger jester. He's moving his hand like, when you do when people talking too much. His little brother up there, and have him beat up a flea, up there, being a damn hype man and shit like MC Hammer's boy used to be. They up there, Ron just started kicking off the weekend, just being a clown. Then he loses 20,000 at Arrow, the easiest 20,000 Arrow ever made in his life. Like, Arrow didn't have to lace up for this 20 grand. He didn't have to do none of that shit, dog. All he was there doing is chilling with his baby girl, with Danny Garcia. And here come the other Garcia. The other Garcia comes in there and make a $20,000 bet, $20,000 bet, 20 bands, right? On a fighter that talked shit about him, called him all sorts of bitches and all that. He bet 20,000 on Rolly Romero against Gervonta Davis. Now, I don't know if that was a marketing strategy. I'm still trying to find out what was the meaning behind him betting on a fighter who never gave him respect anyway. Like, based off the sparring footage, Rolly Romero never gave you respect. But at this point in the career, Ryan Garcia is much higher level than Rolly Romero prior to him stepping in there with Gervonta. And then a lot of cats is going to give Rolly Romero, that therapeutic waiver only because he stepped in there with Gervonta and got slapped. They're going to give him the therapeutic waiver. So, you know what? At least you stepped up to the plate and you made the fight. Ryan Garcia has not been in there with anybody the likes of Gervonta Davis. But that brings us to this point right here, people. Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, I'm on deck. Salute, my brother. What's good? Trap Media on deck. What's good? Salute. Trap telling me what I can't do. Come on, Trap. Come on, man. I'm grown. I'm grown, bro. You tell me what I can't do. In this point of time in life, right? The youngins are coming up much quicker than they did when I was growing up. You know why? Because they have a lot more resources to learn from and educate themselves. So you're trying to tell me I can't be so hard on. But yet, we have some other young brothers out there that plenty of us was hard on. Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez. Yeah, we was hard as shit on them. So which one is it? Which one is it, man? You gonna pick and choose who we choose to critique? Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? David Benavidez. He's young. He's young. Let's stop playing. He's very young. He's the younger brother of Jose Benavidez. I know it's hard for people to understand that. They fight in two different divisions, but you know what I'm saying? We've had plenty of fighters who are young that's in the game of boxing. And since they fight on that stage, it subjects them to criticism from us. You know what I'm saying? No, it's all good. It's all good. Look, when I'm talking on here, I'm talking, bro. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's at a different tone and all this obscenity start to flow naturally, and that's when it's an issue. But no, we good. So let's get to Ryan Garcia, right? So Ryan Garcia makes the dumbest bet ever in boxing. He loses 20 bands. And now all of a sudden, he wants to redirect his energy to Gervonta Davis. Now, from my understanding, he told Leonard Ellaby at the fight that, hey, don't, F Golden Boy, I'm going to do it myself. It ain't going to work like that. You can say F Golden Boy all you want, but Oscar De La Hoya and whoever else you got to deal with over there, they're going to get paid. So you can say F this, F that, trying to damn stunt for the cameras. We ain't buying none of that shit. Now, it's almost like Ryan Garcia is starting from square one with the Fab Five to reinsert himself in the picture and be respected. You know what I mean? Ryan Garcia now has to return and fight Javier Fortuna. He has to return and fight Javier Fortuna. How crazy is that? Ryan Garcia has to return and fight Javier Fortuna. That's the word. King Mitch on deck. What's good? Queen Sombrero was scared to fight Fortuna until after he got beat by JoJo. Absolutely. And now I haven't even mentioned JoJo yet. This is the same Javier Fortuna that fought Robert Easter. Man, they was battling it out. I was highly entertained. I was like, damn, if it wasn't for Robert Easter fighting small and ready, willing to brawl on the inside, he would have made that fight an easy fight like he did Ryan Martin. But they brawl. It was actually an entertaining fight. Javier was talking shit out the fight. He thought he won and all this, and then the third. And then, coming full circle, JoJo steps in there and the fight went the way it did. Two fighters, of course, that's trying to make a name for themselves. But Ryan Garcia had already ducked Javier Fortuna. Now he has no other leverage at all. He goes to this one with Emmanuel Targo. Now he wants to be Thug Life. I don't know what's up with these Latino fighters wanting to be Thug Life. Where I'm going with this is the fact that, once again, when Ryan was at the fight, Gervonta Davis and Rolly Romero main event, when the cameras was rolling, he went at some white dude that was over there. I don't know who he was, but he was like, hey, man, F you when you're doing all that. I'll take off on your ass. He was trying to act like he was straight out of the BET Awards. You know what I'm saying? He was talking his shit. Like they was out on the corner, got in smoking weed the whole time, and then they came back in, watched the last part of the show. And all the dang artists was giving him love, like, damn, Ryan, we saw you on TV with that commercial with Damian Lillard. Man, hey, we accept you, big homie. We love you, youngin'. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia was talking to that dude like he was really about that life. Now, this was a guy who was complaining about being mentally unstable, and he had to go out to an oasis that we don't know anything about with a nice little female and clear his mind. None of us really knows if Ryan Garcia checked himself in. for clinical help. We don't know if he ever checked himself in. All we know if a picture popped up and he's this, that, and the other. But to respond again to Trap, this man has kids, bro. This man has kids. Look, we have teenagers in the military who's on the front line losing their life. Ryan Garcia absolutely gets the heat. He gets the incoming. Absolutely. This man has children. This man is considered a grown man. He is a father to a child. So he is highly responsible for his actions. So we can't sit up here and act like he ain't like Mr. Capion. That is the Doug Masters Coalition. Pound for pound, number one, Ryan Garcia. I never seen a fighter in his placement in the lightweight division cap over and over and over again. Duck. And look, it wasn't even duck season. Ryan Garcia avoided so many fighters. And the most terrible part about this is that Devin Haney was the one that was in the ring with him, as supposed to have been his boy. But he ended up coming from the rear, as we call it, reeling in those who was in front of him, stretching them out, and crossing the finish line at first. He came from the rear to do that. He came from behind. He left Ryan Garcia behind. He left Vasil Lomachenko behind. JoJo. Javier, and they were smoked off the line. You know what I'm saying? All them guys, he just left them behind and got it done. Smoke Cambosis. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even close at the tape. Now he has to face Javier Fortuna, and people up here tripping as if like they're going to listen to Ryan Garcia say he's going to knock out Javier Fortuna. He didn't even knock out Emmanuel Tago, man. Somebody got to be hard on him. His father is just as delusional as Teal's pop. Ryan following Tago around the ring was embarrassing. I think Rolly can stop Tago. It's possible. It's possible. But peep this out though. When we're talking about stopping, right? Do we believe that what Ryan Garcia is saying, that he feels he's gonna go in here, blitz through Javier Fortuna? Now, there are always conspirators out here, conspirators that's out here, plotting and scheming and trying to, overanalyze shit and making everything supererogatory, right? They'll sit up here and say, well, Ryan Garcia, he was doing that shit on purpose. He wasn't really trying to win the fight in a dominating fashion with Emmanuel Tago. He was just trying to look good enough to win so he can get the fight. So he can, Gervonta will think he easy work. You know what I'm saying? But then the same shit that he did to somebody else, Isaac Cruz did to him. Isaac Cruz, the talk was going on that, he was going to fight. He won't Isaac Cruz. Why? Because Ryan Garcia wanted a common opponent of Gervonta Davis. He wanted a common opponent. He feel that if he can go in there and fight Isaac Cruz and look better than Gervonta, it will basically rally the fight fans to call for that fight to happen. Because obviously we still have this type of inflammation that happens in boxing where a fighter that's trying to get to a specific destination of a fighter, they end up having to fight a common opponent. So how they look in the common opponent, especially Ryan fighting a young lion like Isaac Cruz, if he goes in there and look better than Gervonta, then people, regardless of Gervonta hurting his hand, they're going to say, oh, Ryan Garcia ready for Gervonta. Ryan Garcia ready for him, man. Did you see how he did, Isaac Cruz? He looked better than Tank. They're just going to ignore the fact that Tank say he hurt his hand. And the reason why I'm saying this, I'm putting this shit all together, right? Because what hand did Tank knock out Rolly with? What hand? Because look, I know the fight between him and Isaac Cruz was much more physical, but he knocked out Rolly Romero with a left hand. But yet in Isaac Cruz, he said he hurt his left hand. We seen him try to land that uppercut. He said he kind of hurt his left hand. So when you look at it, a lot of shit is making sense. People are gonna ignore if Ryan Garcia goes in there, and if he would have got the fight, of course. But he didn't get the fight because Team Cruz said, "Nah, we don't want that fight with you because we looking for a fight later on with Gervonta Davis." Now, how true that is, I don't freaking know. I haven't heard anything come up yet about a rematch from Gervonta Davis, who said Isaac Cruz don't deserve a rematch. He said, "Hell no." But the fans was like, "Shit, why not?" WCS is like, "We don't want to see that because it's going to be Marcus Maidana, Floyd Mayweather too. For Gervonta Davis, he's going to make that shit look easy the second time around. He's going to make it look easy." But based off the C blind, people are going to look at the first fight, and they're all happy and everything to see a Latino fight a black boxer, because that sells supposedly. And they're going to say, "You know what? We'll pay to see this again just to see if Isaac Cruz has made some improvements." I'm telling you, Gervonta will make that fight easier in the rematch. But back to Ryan Garcia. Isaac Cruz did him just like he did everybody else. He said, "Get the fuck out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking you serious. We ain't stepping in the square. You ain't taking my momentum. You're not coming here taking my momentum. I'm the one stepped in there with Gervonta when you ducked him." That's what Isaac Cruz was saying. "I'm the one stepped in the ring when you ducked him. I did. Now that I went 12 rounds with him, now you want to come in there and fight me. You want to come in here and take my shine when you was ducking all these cats, and you up here, they can talk to my attorney. You put your attorneys up on the front lines to say, 'Oh, handle all the incoming calls, please. Handle all the incoming calls if you don't mind. That's what I pay you for. Okay? I'm Ryan Lion Garcia, recognize, sucker.'" That was Ryan Garcia. He put his attorneys on the front line. He didn't want no communication with Team Haney. He didn't want no communication with Team Davis, no communication, Javier Fortuna. He just didn't want no smoke. None whatsoever. These young dudes are the ones who made the word cap resurface. Queen Sombrero know better. Yes, sir. He absolutely made that word relevant again in boxing. It doesn't have to be relevant in the hip hop community. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be a cultural etiquette. But yet in boxing, it can be something that floats around on here, periodically, because Ron is a capper. Fortuna would stand and fight like Tago, yes. Javier Fortuna is tough, what people give him credit for. He's tough. And Lord knows that let's not think that Ryan Garcia is not even, just having a reflection of when Luke Campbell dropped him. What if Javier Fortuna gets his hands? You know what I'm saying? What if Javier Fortuna timestamps that chin? What if Javier Fortuna timestamps that chin? Return to sender. Yes, return to sender. What if Javier Fortuna timestamps that chin on Ryan Garcia and he goes down again? The fight between him and Gervonta Davis is over. I don't care if he wins or not. We can have a knock him out, bang up, Cepeda versus Baranchik type war. He still won't get that fight with Gervonta because they're gonna look at Gervonta knocking out Rolly Romero. If anything, it would be good to see Ryan Garcia face Rolly Romero, because both of them have been on the canvas. Roller Romero is a common opponent of Gervonta Davis. That's who I believe he should fight next, not Gervonta. But the disclaimer, Gervonta Davis has been on record as saying that he wouldn't mind fighting Ryan Garcia. And then, they kind of ask him why. And he said, he has the followers, he has the fight fans and everything else. So since he has that, they was like, okay, cool. That makes sense. Mitch says, BS. Let me see. Shout out to Monica the Queen on deck once again. Salute to you. Afternoon. Tiffany Love on deck. One love to you, Tiffany. Salute to your queen. Salute World Combat Sports. Salute to y'all in the building once again. Appreciate the love and attention of y'all pulling up and supporting the channel. Mitch say bullshit. Queen Sombrero was chasing Tago around like Baby D did Day around the Beamer next Friday. You know what I'm saying? She wanted that cookie. You know what I'm saying? My top 5 lightweights in order: Devin, Tank, Loma, Cambosos, Ryan. See, the only reason that you have Ryan on there because you're running out of names. You know what I'm saying? But see, I look at it like this, though. I look at it like this. Ryan, you putting him on your top 5 because of popularity. Because look, Isak Cruz may have taken his first loss, but he stepped in there with Gervonta Davis, one of the hardest hitter in boxing, if not the hardest hitter in boxing. So Ryan Garcia don't have no one like Davis on his record right now. Has nobody. Luke Campbell isn't Gervonta Davis, even though he has that decorated amateur pedigree and Olympian and all that. Emmanuel Tagoe is not that guy. So if anything, I would have put Isak Cruz up there. I would have put Isak Cruz up there. You know why? Because he just stepped in there with Jokic Gamboa and freaking destroyed him. So that's where, Ryan has to fall off that back end, bro. You know what I'm saying? And Ryan has to fall off the back end. He has to fall off the back end. And then Cambozo, man, I don't have enough time on this live to restrict your access from typing. Cambozo's won the title and went out horribly in defending him for the first time. After calling the man a rat, insulting him, getting personal, all that shit, bro. He went out. He couldn't do anything in there. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't gain any momentum. He couldn't earn no respect from Haney. He couldn't even get him any type of moment where we say, oh shit. Nothing. Monica said, good evening, World Combat Sports. Good evening to your queen. No doubt. I got Frank Martin over Queen Sombrero. Well, Frank Martin, he's one of those names that's lingering around 6 or 7. 6 or 7. You know what I'm saying? Frank Martin, he still has the build. He has the build up. And also, we cannot forget their IB that you might want to consider Nakathilia. Nakathilia was in the ring with Shakur Stevenson. And we all understand where that was, but Nakathilia has Shakur Stevenson on his record, and also he has Miguel Burchelt. Miguel Burchelt, up at 135, he shut him down. He stopped him. Nakathilia stopping Miguel Burchelt has nothing to do with Oscar Valdez stoppage. Totally two different divisions. So Nakathilia get full credit and shutting down a Miguel Burchelt and having those names on his resume. He has Shakur Stevenson, who he lost to, and then he has Burchell, who he won. Who does Ryan have, bro? Who does Ryan have? Does Ryan Garcia have a Burchell? Does Ryan Garcia have a Shakur Stevenson? Do he have anybody of that liking? No, he doesn't at all. For real. Maybe even the young dude on Benavidez's team is better than Ryan. Great KO in his last fight. I know who you're talking about. It all depends on who's being pushed, who has the support system behind them. We've seen that already. We've seen fighters who are pretty decent, who should be getting bigger names and they don't. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing it right now. I'm gonna put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Like Brian Norman Jr., he's one of those guys. It's not the fact that he doesn't have the talent. It's the fact that he has to sit in the timeout chair a little bit. All because of what people want. They want to put out reprimands. You know what I'm saying? They want to make an example. They want you to say, sit down, be quiet, know your place. You know what I'm saying? Sit down, be quiet, know your place. Just because you didn't know your place, you don't time out. Because that's one fighter that's down here in the A that should be on TV fighting. He's 23-0, and he's pretty much at the welterweight division or the junior welterweight. But if you piss off the people like Gary Russell did, and they put you on the shelf and have you fighting once a year, and then those fights you're not even fighting the top tier names, and then they look at and listen how the fans just vilify your ass for not even stepping up to the plate. But anyway, back to Ryan Garcia. Let's just say he goes in here and defeat Javier Fortuna. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say for whatever reason he gets the job done, and I can't really sit up here and predict what'll happen in between the opening and closing. I don't know what's gonna happen in between because I'm looking at Javier Fortuna as a tough, becoming journeyman type of fighter in my opinion. I don't know. Will Gervonta Davis give him the fight, or will he fight Isaac Cruz? What's the deal? Because I already told you, I think in order to gain favor with Gervonta, Ryan Garcia should fight Rolly Romero next. He should fight Rolly Romero. The hype. Everybody's hyping him up because he sat up there and went the amount of rounds he did with Gervonta before he got hit with that meteorite. You know what I'm saying? They still at Nassau doing tests on Rolly. They trying to see if there's any chemical contamination. I'm just saying. They trying to give the all clear. Is it okay for him to go back to regular society? Is it okay? Because right now we have him quarantined ever since the knockout, ever since he left the ring. Is everything okay? All right, cool. I mean, they had the man, they had to make sure, the hazmat team coming in and do their job because Gervonta dropped that meteorite on him. So for Ryan Garcia, I truly believe that if you want to connect the dots, because I don't know what Gervonta is going to do, you want to connect the dots, fight Rolly Romero, man. Because a lot of people on this YouTube and over boxing believe Rolly has this distinct amount of power. You know what I'm saying? It's underrated. They believe he has this type of poison. They believe this dude has what it takes to go in there and starch Ryan Garcia. They believe it. But it's all if the people that's behind Rolly Romero can come up with the funds, man. If they can come up with the funds. Because in my opinion, it's all going to be about money at the end of the day. It's going to be about money. And the person that's going to be pushing money, in my opinion, is Ryan Garcia. He's going to continue to act like he's a star power. You know what I'm saying? He's going to continue to act like he's that top tier name, and he has millions of followers on IG. That has absolutely nothing to do with his contract signing, and that's the way they're going to look at it. So that might be a money issue, but when it comes to Gervonta Davis stepping there with Garcia, it's not going to be a money issue because he knows damn well he's going to have to capitulate when it comes to Team Davis. He will have to surrender and not take just anything, but he's going to have to take lower than what he would take versus a Rolly Romero. You know what I'm saying? Rolly Romero, he might be able to come in there and get a nice little 50, whatever it is, 60, 40, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Because both of them has been champion. That's what I'm saying. It's not too much of a gap in between Rolly Romero and Ryan Garcia. Rolly Romero, during Christmas when Santa and the reindeers was coming through, he said, ho, 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 here's the WBA title, Rolly. Merry Christmas. Ding, dong, ding. Thank you, Santa. Thank you, Santa. I like you, Santa. I wasn't expecting this. I mean, thank you, Santa. Thank you. And then Ryan Garcia, he goes in there. He ends up winning the interim WBC. Both of them been champions. Both of them had the interim title. Separate sanctioning bodies. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, that's a perfect fight to make next. If he makes it past Javier Fortuna. That's absolutely the perfect, brilliant fight to make. Because look, I'm telling you, it's going to drum up the attention, man. That fight is going to drum up the attention. It's going to be so much disrespect in that fight. It's going to be a lot more than Gervonta Davis and Rolly Romero. Because, look, Rolly just didn't know how to talk shit. Now that he's went in the ring, he's gotten a feel of the Gervonta. He's gotten experience. He's gotten stopped. I think he's a much more better person overall when it comes to promo. Him and Ryan Garcia has a history. They have that sparring match that everybody was talking about. They love to bring up. They have a history. What they got to see each other, bro. They have to see each other. No, don't skip over and go to Gervonta Davis. No, we want to see you take on Rolly Romero, man. Y'all got to see each other. Let's put this shit to bed already. Is Rolly the real deal? Or is Ryan Garcia the real deal? Is Ryan Garcia able to withstand the pressure that Rolly was putting on Tank Davis before the lights went out and the cows started jumping over the moon? Is he able? I'm just saying, is he able to handle that pressure? Luke Campbell is better than Burchelt at 135. Just to be clear. Well, look. You're talking about a fight there, Mitch, that I spoke on earlier about him getting the Ugasitis, right? I'm looking at not just two sets of fights, all right? I'm looking at how it all played out. You have to give Nakathila his credit. That dude was in there boxing. You have to give Nakathila his credit, just like they was giving Miguel Burchelt before he stepped in there with Oscar Valdez, man. Miguel Burchelt with this dude, they was like, oh shit. Burchelt got that power, he this, that, and the other, and then he got caught with that left. You can't ramp up Luke Campbell's Olympic pedigree into the ring with Ryan Garcia and say, you know what, he did something nobody else did. No, somebody else had already did it. Several times already. Somebody else already did it. We can't sit up here and act like the energy was equal when Lomachenko dropped him in 11 and he finished the fight. Vice, what happened when he dropped Ryan Garcia and then he just retreated? He gave us that Ugasitis. You know what I'm saying? He gave us that Ugasitis. That's what he did. He didn't want to fight no more. He was like, oh my, Man, apologies. I overstepped my boundaries. I apologize. I received the orders before the fight. I didn't know I was going to drop you, Ryan. I didn't know. My apologies. Sincerely. I didn't know I was going to drop you. I wasn't supposed to. I got the orders. I'm supposed to move around a little bit, and I end up dropping your punk ass. But look, I'm going to make it up to you, Ryan. I am. Just continue to move around and fight. I'm gonna make you look good. I'm gonna prove it to you. I'm gonna be best by you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do good by you. Just keep on letting your hands go. I'm gonna give you the nod, and then you come in with the closer. I'm gonna do good by you, Garcia. I like you, youngin. You got mad potential. I like you. Ryan Garcia up there got the Ugas itis and couldn't even freaking finish the fight. Stop it, man. Monica say facts and amen, WCS. Man, you know what it is, man. I just have to quote it from what I see it. You know what I'm saying? That's all that I'm trying to do. I think Ryan Roley is a great matchup. They were made for each other. Polar opposites. Yeah, polar opposites, right? Like, come on, man. You talking speed versus power. Because we all know Rolly Romero is not speedy. He wasn't the one online making flash videos with the reaction bag. That was Ryan Garcia, bro. Speed versus power. Who's the better man? I was winning the fight 6-0. Rolly and Ryan are both come forward fighters. Neither used the jab. Both are trash after the back foot. Ryan is faster. Rolly is stronger. Styles make fights, so I think Rolly will win. Look, Ryan will have to prove to us. All right. He's gonna have to prove to the fans in attendance that he can withstand Rolly's pressure. Because hands down, point blank, period, I tell you, Rolly beats Ryan Garcia in a street fight. And you know where I'm going with this? A person who basically studies more than one art of combat. Rolly Romero is a black belt in judoka. All right, with that judoka background, he will absolutely destroy Ryan Garcia in a street fight. Especially when he put hands, he get in close and put the body lock on him and be able to touch him, and the fight takes to the ground. It's a wrap. It's done. It's over. All right. So that's an advantage for Rolly with his strength. Now for Ryan Garcia, he does have incredible amount of speed from the way it looks when he's making these videos. But one distinctive deficiency that he presents is flying the kite. That dude is in springtime looking up in the air. He really loved putting that kite up there. And you know what? Rolly is the perfect person to give him that thunder with the lightning. Rolly would be up there like, who told you to fly this kite in this weather? Man, come on, man. I told you, man, I got the power. Rolly be up there. Nobody told you to fly the kite in this weather. It's thundering out here. This is mine. This is me. It's no way that somebody's going to tell me that Ryan Garcia can handle this power from Rolly. Handle the bully. Can he handle the bully in Rolly? I don't see it, man. Because for one, Ryan Garcia cannot fight on the inside. Goddamn, Rolly can't fight on the inside either. But Rolly can put that forearm in your jaw. You know what I'm saying? Rolly can rough Ryan up a little bit. Tire him out, get him frustrated. Yeah. Rolly can do all that bullying shit on the inside. Then you look at, will Ryan Garcia be able to land that left hook? Will he be able to land any of his power shots? And does he have enough power, legitimate certified power, to drop Rolly Romero like Gervonta Davis was able to do? Because let's not act like he has this crazy amount of power, because Tago, he made it to the final bell. That's after he came off a knockout win over Luke Campbell, bro. Stop the cap. That's after coming off a knockout win over Luke Campbell, who's much more decorated than Emmanuel Targo. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Monica said, Stephen Fulton versus Gary Russell Jr. at 126. Who wins and does it go the distance? That's a good damn fight, ain't it? That's a nice fight. If only, that I felt that Gary Russell was gonna stay at 126. I heard he's been talking about moving up. I don't know. Shout out to the Russells, man. They had a rough year. For real. They lost their father. Man, come on now. They lost the king of the family. And then, Batman, who they knew for quite some time, he ended up, passing. I mean, they had a rough year. But to answer your question, that's hard, man. Real talk. That's hard. I know what people are going to say. And it's a damn good question. People are going to say, well, if you look at the activity, we got to give it to Stephen Fulton, Cool Boy Steph, because he's been very active. He's went in there and went 12 rounds in a close quarters fight with Angelo Leo, right? And we was entertained, shawty. We was entertained for real. And then he steps in there against Brandon Figueroa for the next title. He gets that done. And then we look at Gary Russell fight once a year. Even though he was fighting with one arm, he lost to Mark Monsago. So we really don't know what's going on right now. So momentum-wise, you have to go with Stephen Fulton. But he's just been, much more active. You know what I'm saying? He's been much more active. He's been collecting belts. As the Spencer Holics would say, Stephen Fulton's been doing all the heavy lifting. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing all the heavy lifting. But I have to go with Stephen Fulton, with him being able to switch up his style. He can fight on the inside, outside. Gary Russell can too. In my opinion, Gary Russell has, some of the fastest hands in boxing, hands down, period. Period. The man literally won the fight with Masago with one arm. I don't know who has faster hands in the ring than Gary Russell Jr. So it'll be a good fight. I don't know if Gary Russell is going to be at 26. I really don't know where his compass is at right now. Where's his direction? Is he headed up to 30? Or is he going to stay there? And I don't know, man. Like 30 has some competition for him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people was putting in the air that it'd be good to see Gary Russell face Shakur Stevenson. I don't think that's going to happen. You know who I want him to face, though? You know who I would want him to face? I would want Gary Russell for his first fight back, being that, he has so much going on in his personal life and everything. I would like to see Gary Russell fight Chris Colbert. Yeah, I like to see Gary Russell fight Chris Colbert. I know Colbert wouldn't take the fight. I know he wouldn't. But I'd like to see the Tetris beat out of Chris Colbert again with Gary Russell. You know what I'm saying? I want to see them punches landing like I'm playing Tetris again. Please, Chris, wear those same bright colors that you allow Russell to have that target where he see all those colors. Tetris might be Gary Russell's best game at the arcade. And being that we know you love to come in there and wear all those bright colors, man, yeah, fight Chris Colbert. We'd like to see that fight. Yeah. But Stephen Fulton, Monica, Stephen Fulton. I got Stephen Fulton. I got to. It's a smarter choice. I have to go with Stephen Fulton. I respect the shit out of Gary Russell. But right now, he's just on a tear. He's trying to unify against what's that dude name? I don't even want to fuck up his name. Mahab Delayev that just came off that fight with Rios and looked damn good. He say it'd be easy work. So we definitely want to see a unification. Stephen Ford is the WBC, WBO super bantamweight champion. You know what I'm saying? He had the WBA and IBF. Yes, let's make it happen. It'll be good if he can unify like he wants to, and then he can move up to 26. Because right now, Stephen Fulton is like, it has to make sense to me. Gary Russell don't have a belt right now, so me moving up before I unify at 122, it's no prize. It's no prize for me. I need a prize, y'all. I need a prize, bro. Me say Rogue will make Ryan go back. Ryan is ass on the back foot. Ryan Chan ain't shit, and Rolly does have power. I can't see Ryan setting anything up like Tank did. I see Ryan landing the left hook at one point in time. I do. I see it. I see Ryan landing the left hook and Rolly getting all hyped up and shit. Again. I love it. I love it. Show me. I felt this in sparring. I did. I felt it. I see him talking shit to Ryan, talking shit out to shit. Goddamn, trying to dog walking. The fight, the referee gonna have to be in between them because Rolly love, feeding fighters that elbow. He couldn't do that with Javante because they told the ref, hey, you need to pay attention to his elbows, man. You need to pay attention to that forearm. Tiffany say, Monica, how you know these fighters, girl? Monica talking her boxing shit. You know what I'm saying? I could tell you one way she knows because she be on these other channels and she be soaking in the knowledge. That's all. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is. Every channel has their rhythm and flow when it comes to this sport. Mitch say Luke Campbell ain't shit, but he's better than Burchell at 135. Especially after Valdez slept him at 130. Well, sometimes I just hate to be the bearer of bad news, when it comes down to it. There, Mitch. I'm saying I don't like to be the bearer of bad news. But you talk about Luke Campbell like this guy is something illmatic. You know what I'm saying? You talk about this guy like he's something illmatic. You talking about a dude who had 2 split decisions, a unanimous decision, which, one of his best performances. And then he gets stopped by old rinky-dink Ryan Garcia. That's some questions now. This dude is up here looking like goddamn Cambozo before he stepped in there with T.O. He had a split decision with them Lee Selby and motherfucking Mickey Bay. Split decision. And you up here gassing this dude? You gassing him and not giving Burchell his flowers, dude? What are you doing? What are you doing, Mitch? What are you doing, dog? I watch videos and listen to my knowledge people here. For sure. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. He up there kite flying for real. That's a bad habit. And you would think, right? And much respect to Joe Goosen. I'm not even touching. I met him in person. Good dude, man. Shout out to Joe Goosen. I know, man. I don't look, this is what I can't understand about the trainers sometimes. We're not talking about the strength and condition. We're talking about the actual trainers. These trainers are qualified individuals who have a track record, and motherfuckers respect him for that. But I just don't see how you're not in the gym and somebody's not giving Ryan a tennis ball. The one that you're supposed to put right up under your chin, and while you're, going through punch combinations, you make sure that tennis ball stays under your chin. It's a remediated drill, to have that chin tucked. What's going on, man? Is Ryan only going to the gym for 20 minutes like Canelo snitched on him and said, you know what I'm saying? Is he just showing that for 20 minutes? Like, why are you still fighting with your chin in the air, bro? Cool Boy Steph versus Gary Russell Jr. definitely goes the distance. Yeah, both of them are not power punchers. Real talk. Both of them are not power punchers. So I agree with that. Both of them are not power punchers, man. Andrew Charles said Colbert just had an off night. His last fight. Oh my God. He used the wrong hair dye or something. Oh my God, I thought you was bringing him, ice cream sundae for his troubles. You know what I'm saying? I thought you was bringing him some chewing gum, some gumballs. I thought you was bringing him some freshly picked fruit. That dude came in there looking like a fruit basket. For real. Looking like a live game of Tetris. That's what Chris Colbert did. I don't know if any other brother look at it the way I did, but I've been on Sean Porter's freaking neck about the way he dresses. The only live black leprechaun I ever seen in person. Like real talk. Live and living color. The only black leprechaun. Then Chris Colbert introduced me. He brought virtual reality over to reality. That is the first arcade game that I seen as a human being when I seen Chris Colbert. I say, God damn, I was a Galaga person. I used to play Galaga and Pac-Man growing up. But damn, I'm actually seeing an arcade game come to life. This is Tetris in living color. Amazing, bro. I seen Tetris. Chris Tetris Colbert. That should be his name. For real. That should be his name. Chris Tetris Colbert. That uniform was ugly as hell. Fans just call Akhmadalev MJ. Yeah, I know. But with me, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll be a lot of times I want to be able to pronounce these names because it's only look, it's they consider it lazy. Like when you have conversations with other boxing heads, and I call him MJ, they're not calling him MJ. They call him Dalayev. Ahmad Dalayev. You know what I'm saying? Ahmad Dalayev. They're calling him Ahmad Dalayev. You just have to say it over and over again. They're not calling him MJ. You know what I'm saying? Because the public's been conditioned. When you say MJ, they automatically think of basketball. And we really don't want to mention MJ in a boxing conversation because they're going to look at you like you're stupid. And then they find out that you calling Ahmad Dalayev MJ. They're going to say, damn, that's lazy. If you truly media, you should learn how to pronounce this guy's name. I'm just telling you the way these people think. I'm just saying, bro. It's considered to be lazy. Why can you go up here and put the name in freaking a search engine and say Ahmad Dalayev pronunciation? Boom, put it in there and press play like 20 damn times and learn how to pronounce his name. Then after you get it, you good. You get your tongue acclimated to the rhythm. You know what I'm saying? You and your tongue are one accord, and then you move on, dog. But Chet was a former champ, though. I just don't give that shit much credit at 130. Campbell never had a belt. But he had that Olympic berth. He did well. Didn't he pick up the medal? I mean, they provide freaking Lomachenko all this credit. Why not Luke Campbell? Why not Luke Campbell, bro? Why not Luke Campbell? Good info on that tennis ball to tuck the chin. Yes, sir. That's like when you first walk in the gym, man, and they take you through some like short little drills, shadow boxing and everything like that. And then they tell you what you need to work on right away. And, anybody coming to the gym, old school, they put the tennis ball and they have you shadow box. Get your coordination down, boom, boom, boom. And they teach you how to work on, certain combinational drill with the tennis ball there. Whatever you do with this drill, make sure you keep your chin tucked and that tennis ball up underneath that chin, But Ryan don't listen. I want to know, can I go out there and make a video and fly a kite? Where's my Flash uniform? I got to make a video. He said, what's up with Jared Swift Hurd? Can he come back to respectability? I have two good fights for him. Hurd versus Erickson Lubin or Hurd versus Tony Harrison. I like both of those fights. All right. I like Jerry Hurd in general. I'm gonna take his word for what he said. Jerry Hurd said that he lost his father, and things wasn't really right in his personal life. And then you're talking about fighters having to go back in the gym and train. I see Jerry Hurd is a tough individual, from what he had to experience. I think obviously J Rock performance against Jerry Hurd was just crazy. Like J Rock looks superb. Oh man, his performance was beautiful when you're talking about boxing. He looked so punctual in there, man. He couldn't miss. But Jerry Hurd, man, I still believe, regardless of the way he looked against Arias, he still has talent. Now, Erickson Lubin, Jerry Hurd, would I like to see that fight? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know for sure as to how much punishment it affected Lubin. Because the only two losses on his record is knockouts. You know what I'm saying? It's knockouts. Now you're gonna have the analytics. They're gonna break down and give you the data, right? They're gonna say, well, he didn't take too much damage against Charlo, but the way he was knocked out and he tried to get up looked bad. It looked super bad. And then you look at Sebastian Fundora. That was a very tough opponent who Erickson Lubin ended up dropping himself through all the punishment, the raft that he was taking for his corner to stop, and he was still on his feet. So how do WCS assess it? Okay, I heard Tony Harrison, the second fighter that you say, okay, would it be a good fight between Hurd and Tony Harrison? Tony Harrison say Erickson Lubin should retire because he took a lot of punishment. And then I look at Tony Harrison, performance he just had, and how skilled of a fighter that he is. Both of these fighters have been knocked out. Tony Harrison's been stopped. Erickson Lubin's been stopped. At this point in time, stylistically, who's the better boxer? Tony Harrison or Erickson Lubin? Or when you link up Erickson Lubin, Jerry Hurd, who's the better fighter? I'm going to tell you point blank, I'd rather see Erickson Lubin than Tony Harrison. Because, look, check this out, Monica. This is the reason why I say that, because both of these guys, real talk, have lost their family member, a person that was helping them train. Both of them have lost. They loved one that was there. When the drama was going down between Jermell Charlo and Tony Harrison at the presser, his dad was like, hey, Chief, I got it. Tony Harrison one of the best in the game when it comes to that. But I have seen Tony Harrison perform better since losing his father than Jerry Hurd. That's just my opinion. Jerry Hurd, I don't know where his mindset. I really don't know where, is he able to sharpen his mental blade and have the total courage to come back to the ring and give us that old Hurd. You know what I'm saying? Give us that old Hurd. He just haven't been that guy. So I have to go off the fighter who's been performing much better, in my opinion, since losing his father. So I'd rather see Erickson Lubin versus Tony Harrison. You know what I'm saying? Not Hurd, Tony Harrison. I'm extracting Hurd out of the equation, period, there, Monica. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think he's ready right now. I don't think he's ready to step in there with a Lubin or a Tony Harrison at this moment. But Tony Harrison is. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about hard losses from Hurd, and you're talking about even harder loss than for Erickson Lubin. But we all know Tony Harrison faced his knockout, but man, he looked good his last fight. So I just skip over Hurd and go to Erickson Lubin and say, okay, let me give him the benefit of the doubt. He's much stronger. He learned something from the Fundora fight, I hope. And he's not fucked up because Lubin is not that old. So I'm hoping his youth can basically repair the damage that he suffered in there with Sebastian Fundora, and he can come back and take a fight like a Tony Harrison. Because I'm going to be honest with you. Jerry Hurd can take a punch. Jerry Hurd can take a punch. But if I'm not mistaken, I think Jared Hurd is like on a consistent losing streak, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken, isn't he on like a 2-fight losing streak right now? No, I just skipped over Jared Hurd there, Monica. You know what I'm saying? You know how the rhythm, the rhythm. You know how that goes, man. I was trying to answer, your question in a way that, I'm providing, a surplus of scenarios of what I think. I just think the equation, look, the denominator that you placed in there was Hurd. Hurd is the denominator for Lubin and Harrison. I just don't think, I'm just saying he's that in your comment. I just don't think he's ready right now. I think he's really, he went through some things with losing his father, the closeness and everything. And I just have to exclude him, period, that he's not ready to come back, especially after he looked against Arias. He was taking extreme amount of punches up the rope, off the ropes, well, on the ropes, park bench on the ropes. It looked bad. But I want to give Erickson Lubin the credit of taking the punishment against Fundora, dropping him before the fight was stopped. Shout out to Mr. Pass on deck. Big up WCS. Salute to you, bro. But appreciate the input there, Monica. Look, y'all. Look, I'm gonna try to do my best. When y'all ask me a question, I'm gonna try to provide you a brief, summation of analytics. That's all. I'm gonna collect the data, and you don't have to like it. You know what I'm saying? But my imagination, filters out shit sometime differently than what you ask. Real talk. I know Monica was like, God damn it, I asked about Herder and goddamn Lubin. I heard the Tony Harrison. I didn't ask for no juxtapose, God damn it. I didn't ask for you to sit up here and line motherfuckers up in the squad and say, hey, if I give you this command over here, how this couple of fighters over here gonna react. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get it, bro. I don't think Hurd can make super welterweight effectively anymore. I'm here for Hurd versus anyone in that division. How you like that though? Because look, he has to revisit J-Rock. Both of these guys has lost their titles. All right, we all know J-Rock put on a dynamic performance. I would rather see Jerry Hurd go back and fight J-Rock because both of these fighters has been in a conundrum right now. Period. So I'd rather see Hurd fight J-Rock. And then, just like I said with Erickson Lubin, I'd like to see Erickson Lubin go up here and fight a Tony Harrison or something. Charles Conwell that's up there. I don't know. I mean, that's what I want to see, man. I just want Jerry Hurd, man, to come back when he's good. Let me check something right quick while we're here. Let me check something. Let me check Swift Hurd. He got 2 losses, and I think they back to back. No, they ain't back to back. He had a fight in between with Francisco Santana. Forgot all about that fight. So he lost to J-Rock. All right, he fought once in 2019, once in 2020. He picked up a dub, and then he fought once in 21, Luis Arias. And no fight is scheduled for 22. So in the last 3 years, really, this man has fought 3 times. 3 times, y'all, in 36 months. That's why I said what I said without even seeing this. Just going off what I think of his resume and his activity coming off that loss against Luis Arias. And he fought him in June of 21. Tony Harrison better boxing than Hurd. He is, man. He is. But Hurd has that chin. Man, Hurd is durable, man. Hurd is durable. Appreciate that, Monica. Tony Superbad Harrison got skills like a mother. I F with Harrison. Yeah, I do too, man. He cool people. Like, look, I'm going to tell you, Tony Harrison is about that. Real talk. When he was down here in the A, and we was chopping it up. Tony Harrison is look, he's bigger. He's bigger than I thought for 154 pounds. He's about all the smoke that you can imagine, not just on goddamn 4th of July either. He's all about the smoke that happens in a forest fire in California. Goddamn, Tony Harris is about all that shit. He ain't to be played with. That dude is straight with it. And he's a good interview. He'll talk his shit. I like Tony Harrison, man. As a fighter, he goes in there and do what he does. But I still to this day don't know why he was distracted the way he did. You know what I'm saying? With Jermell Charlo. I don't know why he started playing to the crowd and all that. Her last fight was at 160. Yeah. Absolutely. You're right. King Mitchell, I agree. Tony was great skills, but his chin is weakness. Well, check this out though. I think I'm glad you mentioned that, but check this out. Hold on for a second. Hold on. Check this out. If I'm not mistaken, right? Hold on. If I'm not mistaken, we must give a reprieve to Tony Harrison a bit. Because 2 of his losses, right? Because all his losses have been stoppages, but 2 of them, I just had to get clarification, was against Jermell Charlo, champion. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if he didn't have his belt at the time. He got his belt back. And then you already know, Jerry Hurd. He stopped Tony Harrison in the 9th round. And then Charlo stopped him in the 11th. All right? I'm not mentioning Willie Nelson. I'm just saying all Tony Harrison losses have been stoppages. But 2 of those 3 losses was against top-tier opponent and champions, Jerry Hurd and Jermell Charlo. That's what's on the tip of my tongue. I just had to go over there and verify. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, all his losses, just like Jorge Linares and Dillian White, and these fighters that have all their losses, they stepped in there with big opponents, and they're knockouts. You know what I'm saying? But still, I like Tony Harrison as a fighter, man. Real talk. Cool cat. I be chin and laps and focus, badass combination. D-Ray, big up. What's going on? D-Ray Promotions on deck with it. Salute to you, D-Ray. IB said, Tony, my dog, great brother and boxer. He does a lot for his community as well as you. Tony's a cool dude, man. He's cool, man. Real talk. That's a real one right there. He always, you can guarantee this is Tony. He's going to come in there with a sweatsuit on with a baseball cap. Most of the time his baseball cap is turned backwards. Ain't nobody fucking with Tony Harrison when he on deck, man. You know what I'm saying? This mother he was walking through the A like it was his city and shit, man. Shout out to Tony Harrison, man. Chopped it up with him. Cool dude, bro. I got hurt losing to Laura in a rematch at 160 right now. Oh, shit. You are looking at a Hurd. I mean, no, you are looking at a Laura who changed up his fighting style. A fighting style that plays into the hands of the old Jerry Hurd. Because Jerry Hurd was all about brawling. You know what I'm saying? But now, Arislandi Lara, who used to be the boxer when they fought the first time, this will be interesting. Mitch, you know what I'm saying? This will be interesting since Lara has changed up his style and he want to give fans all the excitement and glory. That's what Jerry Hurd used to do. That's what Luis Arias beat him at, fighting him in close distance, mano a mano. Now that's how Arislandi Lara fights, that shit would be interesting, won't it? Good summation, man. Hurd beat Santana after J-Rock fight. Santana. Yeah. For sure, Mitch. Yeah. He did. Hurd got the the buzzer beater knockdown against Laura that sealed the deal. Yeah, man, but Laura has since changed his style to a style that Hurt just was defeated, because Aries was dropping freaking bombs, well, they look like bombs. Either one, Hurt has a damn good chin because he was getting lit up, or Aries just didn't have no goddamn power. That shit looked good, but it wasn't no power. It's almost like Isaac Cruz. Isaac Cruz, the velocity for which he executes his power shots. I mean, from TV and in person, you was like, oh my God, that dude, he's trying to decapitate his opponent. But yet when he land them, a lot of times his opponents don't go anywhere. I mean, excluding the fact of Diego Magnolino, he was just digging to the body with that shit. But it looks the part. It dresses up real nice. But when the contact is made, you know what I'm saying, the power percentage doesn't add up to the showpiece. It doesn't. It doesn't add up, bro. That's all I'm saying. No knock to Isaac Cruz. I like Pitbull. You are absolutely a Pitbull, bro. Yeah, IB got a countdown knockdown. Shit was about to be a draw. King Minch. Shit, throw her in there with Sergio Garcia. Good matchup. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm not all about throwing Jerry Hurd in there with anybody right now until you get his head straight. I don't want to see that dude who took crazy amount of punishment, have other shit going on, and he's not focused, and he take another loss. You know what I'm saying? Why, man? D-Ray says, Showtime, wow, just got my first Jahad Tucker interview. The Vibes Boxing Media Marketing Management. So you just got your first Jahad interview. That's what's up, bro. Good shit. Did you? Or what are you talking about? You talking about I have to check that out, man. Drop the link in there where you did the interview so we can check it out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, drop that in there, bro. So we can check that out. Yeah, IB got a countdown knockdown. Shout out to Team Tucker too. Shit was about to be a draw, a Laura by a point. Shit. Throw in, okay, I already read that. Watching Tony Harrison versus Deontay Wilder in basketball was funny as shit. Can't remember where I saw that shit, but it was hilarious. I mean, both of them consider themselves basketball players. You know what I'm saying? Both of them consider themselves basketball players. Floyd Mayweather considered himself to be a baller somewhat. I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, D-Ray, what TBS? What you mean? What do you mean TBS? Sometimes I can dial in the acronyms, but sometimes I can't, bro. I give her credit for having a solid chin. Can't just walk through shit forever though. He used to be on some Michael Myers type shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That dude used to be on some Michael Myers shit, dog, with the music playing, didn't he? Jerry Hurd used to be on his Michael Myers shit for real, man. No matter what you hit him with, that dude kept on coming forward, man. He kept on coming forward, dog. That is true right there. That is true right there, man. I want to see Andrade versus Canelo or David Benavidez. But if that don't happen, then Daniel Jacobs versus Demetrius Andrade will be good. All right. Let's process this. So absolutely Canelo, David Benavidez. All right. We want to see that because he's the dang undisputed at 168. Now Andrade. Look, Andrade's is one of those enigmas, right? When you speak on his name, oh God, for Christ's sake, he's one of the best, and you're sitting up here belittling him. When you speak about Andrade, me myself, I'm searching for the fight for me to just be braggadocious about. Like, I need to know this. Like, this is the fight. I haven't seen that fight with Andrade. They say this man is one of the most skillful boxers in the sport that just haven't gotten his shot. I'm not denying that shit, but he hasn't presented it on his resume this far. But David Benavidez is that monster. He's that monster. Canelo is proven he's a monster too. Depending on where you want him to be a monster at, Canelo is the undisputed super middleweight world champion, reigning, defending. Okay, David Benavidez is a 3-time WBC world champion. I would like to see them clash first. Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez. Now, as far as Demetrius Andrade and Daniel Jacobs, yeah, let's see that. Let's see that. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. When I hear the word Daniel Jacobs, it's almost like me waiting for the elevator and I'm going down to the parking deck and I'm about to leave. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying that's what when Daniel Jacobs' name pop up, it's almost like just taking the elevator down to the parking deck because I have to pay for parking. I got my ticket in there. I'm feeling some type of way about this shit. I was like, damn, I couldn't get this shit validated somewhere. Damn. That's how I feel. I don't feel like hanging around longer than I have to, taking the elevator up to a different floor. Let me go up to this damn 8th floor right quick and see what's up there. I see all the lights and shit. I want to see if the party's on the 8th floor. But when I hear Daniel Jacobs, somebody say, hey, you know Daniel Jacobs, man, he's about to fight Gabe Rosado. That's when I say, hey, man, I get y'all. I'll fuck with you later, man. I'll holler at y'all. All right, cool. All right. Oh, no, I ain't leaving. I'm just about to go to the parking deck. I'm about to go check on my ride, man. That's all I'm doing. But no, bro, come back, man. I ain't mean to mention his name. Nah, I'm good, bro. You fucked up my whole night, man. That's what I get. I get all, gloomy when I hear Daniel Jacobs' name. Because fights he's supposed to have won, he didn't. Real talk, he didn't. I look at him, I say, man, this is the fight that you elevate. He didn't do it. He didn't do it against Canelo. He didn't do it against Triple G. You know what I'm saying? That Gabe Rosado shit. One Daniel Jacobs, the one that said that he was talking a lot of shit. Gabe Rosado, he wanted to make him eat his words. And then they went the distance and shit. Like, bro, what? Stop doing this shit, dog. Stop antagonizing us like this, bro. You get in the fights with the big names. Andrade wish he was able to get the names that you got. He wish he could have got a Triple G. He wish he could got a Canelo. So did those individuals fight you because they felt that you was the nicer opponent and you didn't crash the post fight? You didn't show up with your pops and start popping off. It was an underlining reason as to why they gave you your motherfucking flowers to grace the square with them. Because goddamn, they ain't gave Andrade shit. Andrade can't get a fight with Triple G, and he can't get a fight with Canelo. The man said he's a horrible fighter. That's all I'm saying, bro. For real. Canelo, David Benavidez. Period. That's who I want to see. The boxing section just 5 gym. The boxing section just 5 gyms minutes. Okay, that's what's up. Shout out to my boy Kyle, the boxing section, man. Shout out to Kyle. If he did an interview with Jahar, yeah, I'm definitely checking that out. It's good. It's good. If he did, other channels are freaking, tuned in to Jahar Tucker. Kyle was just out there at the Hulu. He was tuned in to the fight. You know what I'm saying? I crossed paths with him. You know what I'm saying? So good shit. More exposure. That's good, man. That's the hidden secret when it comes to welterweights, man. He want all the smoke. Mitch say, Monica, I'm so effing sick of Danny Jacobs. Man, he a brother too. Like, but when it comes to Danny Jacobs, man, I don't know. The brother is just, he get held accountable for a lot of shit that black people aren't supposed to do. You know, like you see him with that damn hat on, and you say to yourself, God damn it, I'm sick and tired of Uncle Ben looking as stop it. You know what I'm saying? Win the big fights, bro. You can fight. You can box, Danny. You can box, bro. Stop losing these big fights, man. J Rock versus Herb. Still one of the best dog fights I've seen in the last 10 years. Yeah, man, I agree with that. That shit was on point, bro. Man, god damn. I still remember J Rock optics. God damn, that mug could see everything in that fight. He could see everything. That fight was on point. Yeah, great fight. Virtuoso performance for J Rock, though. All that walking down shit wasn't working for her. Nope. You never know what was going on with Jared Hurd. I don't know. I'm not here to give man excuses. So y'all can goddamn try to crucify me and show up at my residence with your goddamn mobile light phones on and shit. Come on, come downstairs. Come downstairs. Come downstairs. Hey, all I'm gonna do is tell, hey, wait for the flash, goddamn it. Cause shit about to get popping. Benavidez ain't 3 times shit, 2 time. No, he's 3 time, bro. He's 3 time. He's 3 time world champion. WBC interim counts as a world championship. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don't do him like that, Mitch. He earned that shit. Don't do him like that. Don't act like he didn't go in there and give you a show. You know what I'm saying? 3 time. 3 times, bro. J Rock did his thing, but got stopped by Rosario. The next fight, he didn't get to enjoy them belts for a whole year. Hey, man, I really don't want to bring in Rosario because Rosario's as cool as a fan, dog. Like when he was down here in the A, I said, hey, what's going on, Jason? It's like we knew each other for a long time. I said, can I get a picture, chop it up a little bit? Yeah, sure. He was just a more goddamn carefree type of dude. He had like he didn't even have a championship, like any type of fight going on. Like he never won a championship. Like he didn't have a big fight with Erickson Lubin, dropping down the next day. None of that. He was just a carefree, low-key type of dude, dog. You can tell that he was living a little bit better when he came down here to the A. He had the shades on. He had the drip. You know what I'm saying? The man, he know where he was coming. He know he was in the city. He know he was in the city, bro. He's probably up in the strip clubs down here. He probably blew some money down here too. Because them strip clubs, they be having them agents going out there and reconning. Say, I just want to let you know, you have a courtesy entry. You don't have to worry about it. Just ask for JoJo and you can get in here free, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to put you in the VIP section. We're going to give you 5 courtesy bottles on us. And, we just want you to show love. You know what I'm saying? Give us a shout out, go live, whatever you got to do. They know where we at. I want them to know you in the club, showing us love, all right? That's what they do, man. They probably gave that man some courtesy bottles, let him in for free, sent the best strippers up there, and that's what it was. IBJ Rock through Banana Was Sweet, thought Banana Was sweet. Got straight blitz. He was looking like Curtis Stevenson, like Triple G cocktail. Man, god damn it. They almost similar, bro. Curtis Stevenson had that. What just happened? Scooby? Scooby-Doo? Shaggy? Shaggy? Come here, Shaggy. That's how Curtis Stevenson, man. I'm gonna stop. All right. I'm gonna stop fucking around, dog. It's just Stevenson when he got up, his eyes were so big, like, what? Did I get hit with a soccer ball? Give me a bucket of chicken, some red beans and rice, and 2 sushi rolls. Oh my God, dog. I ain't counting that shit. You don't have to, because Mitch, truth be told, if you're not counting it, there's millions of others who will. You know what I'm saying? The hardcore fanatics, they're gonna count that interim as a world championship because it is. You know why? Because your boy Rolly, the one that you rock with heavy, your boy Rolly counted the WBA interim that he won over in Connecticut when they juiced Jackson Mariñez, God damn it. Y'all must have forgot. When Ryan Garcia won that interim WBC, he was toting that belt all around. I'm a champion. Y'all must have forgot. Come on, man. Stop the madness, Mitch. Give that man his flowers. Hyman is reluctant to make the move to 168. It's not too much going on with 168, except you have a fight that's about to take place that includes Social Security. You know what I'm saying? Social Security would be ringside at that fight. Medicare, you know what I'm saying? All those older, antiquated, elderly insurance, stuff like that. They're going to be ringside because they want to make sure that they properly assess the damage that Triple G is taking in that fight. So when the fight is over, he don't try to file a claim. I'm serious. They're going to be in the audience, man. They're going to be in the audience. Medicare and Social Security. They're going to be there to collect data, get evidence, because they know after Triple G come from this fight, he going to have some goddamn conditions. He's going to try to say, I want to find him. I got early stages of, he hit me hard. And you know what I'm saying? 2 Twizzlers and a goddamn Chico stick. That's all I want. 2 Twizzlers and a Chico stick. But yeah, I have a short-term memory loss. And it's not from, tonight, of course. Can I file a claim? My deductible is $1,000. No, we was there to fight that Triple G. You just had a fight. You're trying to, have boxing take care of it. You're trying to goddamn, file a claim with us and get paid, get compensated when we just seen you go in there at 40 years old and fight Canelo. The whole world's seen it. Well, what I ain't tell you, I got a brother. Sometimes he step in for my fights and everything, but we look just alike, man. You know what I'm saying? He's just a couple minutes, older than I am. I'm the younger brother. So, being that I'm the younger, I'm still good. I just want to file this claim right quick. I got some headaches, some body aches. You know what I'm saying? And I think I rated. 48 years old. God damn it! I need Social Security and Medicare. That's Triple G. I ain't trying to hear that. Hello, I ain't rocking with Rolando. Yeah, you are, man. You rocking with goddamn Rolando. He got the power. I definitely ain't rocking with Queen Cap. Man, Ryan Garcia always have to just let people know about Ryan Garcia and why he sits upon the Duck Masters Coalition. He is the absolute worst capper, ducker in boxing. Period, bro. Period.
Tank, I'm going to say it in front of Mike and Jeremy. If you do not take this fight, your legacy is forever tainted. Nobody will ever remember your name. Nobody. The money's there. I know you love money, but money's there. If you don't take the fight next, your whole legacy forever is tainted if you don't take the next fight with me.
Oh, my God.
God damn, Tang. I ain't never heard no shit like this.
Ooh, he's capping, capping, he's capping, capping, ooh, capping, ooh, he's capping, ooh, he's capping, ooh, capping, ooh, he's capping.
I have a potential huge, bigger fight than him, so I might pin him off for the side. I'm still gonna fight him, but I wouldn't not fight him unless it was even a bigger opportunity. But I cannot say anything right now, so I'm just gonna keep it at that.
Ooh, he's capping, he's capping, ooh, ooh, he's capping, ooh, capping, capping. Ooh, he's capping.
Let's see. Benavida is way better than them clowns, but I got to keep it consistent. I never considered them two clowns champs. Hey, man. Hey. You have to, Mitch. It's all about the resume now. They won the belts. Boxing is saturated with belts. You have to include the titles. Just like Gervonta Davis is a 3-weight champion. And his WBA regular title at 135 is considered a championship and a division that goes on his resume. The WBA regular belt that Mario Barrios had, it goes on his resume. Mike on some high shit. Ari from Entourage talking about, my God. Hey man, y'all been cool, man. Appreciate you pulling up once again. Thank y'all. Continue to support the channel. Hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? We shall do this again. Turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports, man. I'm out.